I look really. Yeah.
Oh, we're ready?
Okay.
Welcome back, you guys, to episode 6. We're here. We have a guest, clearly, our childhood friend, Diana. She's joining us today for our podcast. We felt like we wanted to bring her on. She's a very interesting person, and we have a lot to ask her and say.
Yes.
So we're just going to talk about some things first, some personal situations, right, that have been happening during the week, and then we'll get into why Dan is like here in the first place and everything. But it's been chaotic this week, maybe a little bit more negative than the other weeks. Some stuff has happened. Do you want to start us off, Jazz? I know Jazz went through something yesterday that was terrible. You want to talk about it?
Yesterday, I was driving because we were supposed to go to the movies, and someone rammed my car in the back. I could have said I was going pretty fast. Yeah. But I always drive pretty fast. So the fact that this time someone crashed into me was frustrating. But I mean, I'm kind of looking at the positive side. I don't even really like my car anyways. So I'm glad that it got hit because they're going to have to fix it. And then they have to fix the other scratches I have. Number 2, I didn't want to put miles on it so I could get rid of it. So, and now I'm driving a more smaller compact car, which I'm not used to driving. So I feel like, this is a good new experience for me. So yeah, it was my first crash ever. And I still feel scared when I was driving here. I was getting scared. I feel like I was going to get in a crash. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go with the flow.
Well, tell them how you hit another car.
So the car that hit me so hard that I hit the car in the front. But the guy that I hit, like, it wasn't even that bad. So he didn't, like, take down anyone's information, like, only, like, me and the other guy. But we were thinking it was kind of weird because the guy that I hit followed me to my house and was like trying to help me fix my car, and then everyone was telling me like, oh my god, you should not have let him follow you. But I was getting really nervous, so I didn't know how to tell him no. So if I get murdered by a SoundCloud artist, you guys know I said it first.
He's a SoundCloud artist?
Apparently.
He told you that?
He followed me on IG, and he's like, did you get my IG? He texted me, did you get my IG? And I looked at me and Dana were looking at his Instagram to see if like he looked creepy, and he was like an upcoming SoundCloud artist.
Well, the weirdest thing that you told me that you said, well, she told me that he followed her to her house to make sure she was safe, right? And then he said he lived in the same area and he couldn't even tell you what street he lived on.
Yeah, he was like, I live in this because I live in like.
So that was kind of weird.
I live in suburbs, so like, and like if you live in the like there, what street you live on,
If you live in that area, why wouldn't you know?
And he's like, I live in the big houses, and I was like, oh, what street? Because I know what street I live on, and he was like, so I just moved there, and I was like, oh, and then the whole time during the crash, he was like, damn, I'm so happy I didn't bring the Lambo, and then like, sheesh, like I'm just happy I didn't bring the Lambo. Like if I would have been hurt if it was a Lambo. Like he said this like 5 times. I was like, I don't think he has a Lambo, but I was like, whatever.
I mean, maybe. I think he was just trying to go to your house.
Yeah, he probably thought. So I was like,
was he cute?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm being sarcastic. No. Well, not my type. I mean, maybe he's cute to someone else. I don't know.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, he's cute. He has a Lambo.
He was like 5'1".
He's helping you.
So I'm 5'5". So
Okay, bye. He's done. But yeah, that was
a lot.
That was a lot. Do you feel like because I know when you crash we were on FaceTime, do you feel like you'll ever be on FaceTime again? Because I know some pretty bad things have happened to you on FaceTime. You gotten pulled over on FaceTime.
Oh yeah, I got my first ticket on FaceTime.
You've crashed on FaceTime.
Well, today I didn't FaceTime you. I was only doing voice calls, so maybe I won't FaceTime no more.
So this is a great learning lesson.
Yeah, and then
no more FaceTime.
This car, like, you have to turn the air conditioning off with like this. This is like a third world. I'm like being like, so we have to change the air conditioning with like the knob, and I didn't know how to work it, and I was like, I'm getting humbled. I was like, this is good though because one day I'm gonna have a car like this. Like,
yeah, it's humbling.
It was humbling.
What others go through. No, but yeah. What was that?
It's the outside.
Oh, I think a jet is passing by the building, and my private jet right now take me to Turks after this.
Too early.
I know they're gonna have to wait outside, but jet passing by, and it sounded like the building was gonna fall. But yeah, it's December. Is it December?
Yeah.
The
It's
first.
the 1st of December, so Christmas vibes. We should have
Right,
like
it's
a little
June.
Christmas decoration in the back, like
Oh,
a little tree. I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe we can buy
You
a
can put
mini tree.
ornaments on that one.
We bought
Like a
ornaments
palm tree.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, and we didn't
couldn't
set
finish.
nothing up.
Oh, it's okay. I don't think I can have a tree because I have cats.
Oh, fake
So
one.
I think no tree for me this year.
Oh,
But
I
even the
saw-
fake one,
I
they
saw a
would.
video that if you scare your cat with the tree, like it won't attack it. Like
Oh,
you like.
I seen that too.
Yeah. So
But
that's kind of mean.
see, whenever I scare my cat, not even on purpose, but he poops
Oh.
Oh yeah.
like on the floor. So I just wouldn't want to scare him,
He has trauma.
and then he's gonna poop on the tree because he's angry at it now. I would just be really bad.
That's true.
So I think no tree is gonna be me this year. But I mean, whatever. I'll still go look at them. Shall we talk about the hot topic of the week? Not really hot because no one really knows about it yet.
What?
About Sweetie and Lil Baby.
Oh, yeah, Molly's lost. Yeah. Sheesh. You didn't
Do you-
believe me when I told you.
I know. I didn't believe
told
it,
her.
and I still don't believe it.
I believe
mean,
it, but I don't.
Okay, I believe it, but like I don't know.
He probably doesn't want that in the air because I don't know.
It's a
why.
lot.
Yeah.
So do you think it was him in the picture?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you see in the picture?
Yeah, I seen the picture.
Yeah. So they posted she posted a picture of like his feet, like her sitting on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
and then
matched
Jada talked about it on live.
What did she say?
She said that she's like too old to be dealing with drama. She doesn't want to talk about it, and that she would never be with Quavo because she would never
beats
want to
me.
like.
Oh, that's what they were saying.
She would never want to do a swap. That's
Oh,
childish.
that is weird.
She was like, guys, that's like never gonna happen. Like me and Quavo, basically.
Oh.
I was kind of sad because I kind of wanted her with Quavo.
confirming it then,
Yeah,
pretty much.
I guess that was her confirming it.
Yeah, I think maybe Quavo just wanted to be in the mix. He's like, hey, y'all, don't forget about me. So he like
Yeah,
commented on it.
because Quavo kind of posted how he was gonna take Jada from Lil Baby.
Oh.
But I don't think Jada's gonna play into that at all.
No, I don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like that's not her type, anyways.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah, because it would obviously be like out of spite.
yeah,
So it wouldn't even be like real. Like
I
you would know.
But I think they would be cute.
Jada and Quavo?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
because
I
I
like
think
Lil Baby and
Quavo's
Saweetie.
cute.
I like Little Baby and Sweetie.
Yeah,
more
the
than-
baby and Saweetie.
I like Lil Baby and Sweetie, and I like Jada and Quavo. Like
'Cause-
they should have been swapped.
I feel like she should get like someone who's in the industry, but is not necessarily a rapper. I feel like she should let that rest for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God, these planes.
Huh. The Jets.
Or is it not a plane? Okay, so yeah, I mean, that was kind of it for the Lil Baby and Jada situation and Quavo. We don't really know if they are dating. We can't confirm or deny anything, but they probably are. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see until like they really post each other's like faces, and then that is going to be confirmed. But whatever. I mean, good luck to them in their relationship. They kind of moved on pretty fast,
Yeah.
but I mean, whatever.
You do you.
But yeah, so Diana is officially our very first guest on our show,
I'm so honored.
which is exciting. We wanted to do Diana because, like, she's like our close friend. Like, she's our childhood friend.
Yeah.
We've known her for so many years. Is everything okay? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Cameras are moving. I was getting nervous.
How many
But
years?
yeah, how many years?
We were talking about this yesterday, remember? How many
8.
years have we known each other? 8.
8 years.
Almost a decade.
Mm-hmm. That's a really long time.
Shit.
She.
I think they're my longest friends that I've ever had. Like
Yeah,
ever.
For sure.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because I don't know anyone like that I've stayed friends with.
Yeah, we just know them, but we don't. Well, Carlette.
Oh yeah. I have
But
known her for a long time.
I wasn't like.
But it's not like we were close friends.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I
just, we're like conocidos. No.
Yeah.
But we've stayed close for a while.
Yeah. I mean, we met back in high school.
Middle school.
Middle school. Well, me high school.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. High school.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. Did I know you? Because I knew.
They met before me, and then we met.
We met in high school.
Yeah, we met in middle school,
Oh, middle school.
and you guys met in the summer.
Oh
with
yeah.
Krista.
Because of our
Going into
mutual
freshman
friend.
year,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Because I knew you shopping for freshman year.
Oh yeah.
We were already friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
So we met through a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
Should we say her name? Because we're gonna probably say her name a little
Yeah.
bit.
That was her Instagram
Krista?
name back in the day.
Okay, her name is Krista.
Yeah.
She honestly, like, I thank her because if not, I would have never met you guys.
That is super.
And I met her in elementary school. Like I've known her since the 2nd grade.
That's-
So I like kind
that's a
of,
long time.
she was like my bestie. If you're watching this,
Shit happened.
hey.
We seen her at Dollar Tree one time
Oh yeah, with like her boyfriend.
with her man.
That was a really long time ago though.
That was
And then my mom seen her, and then my mom says that she was really nice to her.
Well, yeah, there's
She was always really nice.
Yeah,
she was
always
parents
nice.
And like,
Was gonna say, but yeah, so I had this friend in 2nd grade, and then she introduced me to both of you guys because she
Mhm.
told me about Giselle separately,
Yeah.
and then I think I already knew you.
Yeah. Me and her were really close too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Diana were like super close
Mhm.
for like fatty. She was, I kind of like was like Krista, like,
Yeah.
huh?
For a minute.
Like, well, Krista was like my OG,
Mhm.
and then I kind of like backstabbed her and like
no, she did it. She backstabbed us first.
no, yeah, she would exclude me from a lot of things. I think
Yeah.
she didn't think I was cool enough. So and then she was started hanging out with the cool kids,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember.
and then I
the ones that
remember
smoked
like
weed.
leaning on Diana more because
Yeah.
like Krista really wanted to be with the cool kids,
And yeah, we weren't like that.
and we were like, "Nyeh."
Yeah.
So then we and her just got closer.
Yeah. We had a lot in common.
Yeah, and then we started hanging out with Giselle.
No, we had a huge group of friends,
Yeah,
and then it was all of us together, and then we slowly started like.
we slowly started kicking everyone out.
Yeah.
Some of them got out
You
of our
just
group.
outgrow people.
Well,
Yeah.
some left by themselves, and then some we kicked out.
Yeah.
which is very rude of us.
Sometimes you just outgrow friends. and it
Yeah,
happens.
I feel like it wasn't that we were trying to be mean. I think it's because of the drugs. I think that there's some people in high school that like drugs, and we just didn't like that. So if you even talked about it, we thought it was cringy.
Okay, at the time, I mean,
yeah, we were super straight edge.
yeah. Now, like, I don't think we care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I smoked weed, like whatever. I don't
Yeah,
care.
we drink,
But,
yeah, no matter.
At the time, like, I think I saw marijuana as like literally
we were,
heroin.
Like, so against it.
And we were like 14
Yeah.
years old. Like we were not supposed to be smoking weed anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good.
Yeah, and we were very like not squares because we were funny, but we
Yeah.
were just
We
not
were
into
straight
like
edge. Straight. We like didn't party. And
yeah,
stuff.
we didn't do the partying, the drinking, none of that. So when our other friends started like going towards that, I think we got scared.
Yeah, I
And we
think
were
that's
like,
what it was.
whoa, like they're doing like illegal stuff.
And all those people were the people that would like get suspended. Like
Yeah, like
Just
fight
like-
outside.
yeah,
plan
Oh
fights.
my god. the
like
fight.
that was just not our thing. We're not
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, no.
We were more boy crazy, if anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I like hated boys, but I loved them at the same time. It was weird.
Just from afar.
like from afar, and then as they got too close, I would
Yeah,
like,
just that
puke.
idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I don't know. High school was a really weird time.
It was a
Sometimes I
blur.
forget it happens.
Yeah,
Me too.
There was a lot of faces, a lot of friends.
But you know what? Like sometimes I look back and I feel like we always thought we were like the lame kids. Well, at the time I
Yeah.
thought I was a lame kid, but
Me
looking
too.
back, I think we were like the coolest ones.
For sure.
Oh yeah, close my
Like honestly, everyone knew who we were.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe we weren't that popular, but like
Oh no, for sure.
we were known.
Because we would have drama. That was like really big.
Yeah, and like to the point where we're like people were getting suspended,
Yeah.
but not us.
We
Like
slowly
other
just
people.
we left that high school, all of us. We didn't
Yeah, we
graduate
moved schools.
from that school, and then
No, but did you notice that? Well, I noticed that after we left, a lot of people started leaving, and like it just like Chula wasn't. Oh, whatever. Chula wasn't the same.
who left?
Like some cool kids were like leaving that high school.
It wasn't it.
I don't know.
I swear, after we left, it went to shit.
I feel like we were maybe in the first years of high school we wanted to be part of the status quo, and then when we turned like 16, 17, we were like, this is not it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were just like being silly all the time.
Yeah. I graduated from online school, so I don't claim that school. I claim it because I had funny memories. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We met a lot of people.
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
think of the person I was in high school, and I think of the person I am today, and I feel like I don't even really know how I was. I'm sure I'm still in here because it's still me, but I feel like I'm completely different. I feel like
Yeah,
me
I
too.
went through so many things. Like I don't even know who she was. But I
Yeah,
do
me
think that
too.
before I was more bold in certain ways. Now I'm bold in different ways. But before I was like didn't really care about anything. Like we would do
Mhm.
pranks outside. We would do really weird stuff. I don't know. That I feel like maybe I wish I could bring that more out of myself. But now that I'm
Mhm.
older, I'm like more quiet.
Yeah. I feel like for me it was opposite. Like I wasn't that outgoing,
Yeah.
and then
that's true.
I was really outgoing with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I would do crazy stuff. But like
Oh,
in
friend groups.
outside, no.
Yeah, you were very quiet
Mm-hmm.
to yourself.
That is true.
But then I would do weird stuff too, like in our personal.
In your groups,
Yeah.
Then I get comfortable and then I get crazy.
We would
Yeah,
like
yeah.
make weird videos.
Oh my god, we loved making fake accounts and just trolling the whole school. Like we would make so many fake accounts, and then we would be friends with each other on Facebook.
Oh,
So,
so our
like,
fake accounts would have friends.
We would
Mhm.
each have a fake account and then make it super realistic. And we
It's
would be like
easy.
in relationships and then like
Comment on each other's pictures.
Yeah.
and it was getting likes. I remember one of my fake accounts got like 100 likes on a post.
And we
Like
would,
what?
and-
I didn't even get 100 likes.
and all of our other friends also had fake accounts. So it wasn't just us three. It was like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
So we would comment like, "Hey, are we gonna hang out like later?"
For
But it
not
was
really any reason.
for no reason, just to make our
Trolling.
fake accounts real.
Yeah.
And we would start fights with like people at school.
Yeah, we would troll them.
We would message. We would add people to group chats.
Yeah. We made a huge group chat with like everyone we knew in like our grade.
But
Like the lames, the cools, everyone.
well, should we say what we put on it? Yeah. Huh.
What?
Yeah, I don't think people remember anymore.
It was on a kick. That's how
It
old
was
it was.
Kick.
And
Yeah.
we made it the icon like Peppa Pig.
It was Peppa Pig.
And we were like, were we saying bad words?
I don't remember.
We were like, fuck you guys.
If people would leave the group chat, we
I
would
would
add them.
Oh yeah.
Add them back.
We would just be really annoying. Like we just like to annoy people. I think that's what it
we
was.
would go up to people in school.
Yeah.
Oh, we were always
I
silly.
hate
Honestly, that's why
And ask them questions.
Yeah.
Just weird
For
stuff.
no reason.
we would do
Well,
that.
do you remember when we weren't friends in high school? For a little bit, we weren't friends. I think we got in a fight with you.
Oh, because of my ex.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there was
that
some
is true. No,
drama.
we were still friends.
We were friends,
Yeah.
and I remember like, but we wanted to talk to you,
Yeah.
and we were like, how should we go up to her? And then I
I don't even remember. It
I
was so long
clearly
ago.
remember.
I
So
had a piercing.
we had a mutual friend. So Jazzy had an ex-boyfriend at the time, or like a boyfriend, and then we had a mutual friend, and so her ex got in a fight with our mutual friend, and then there was like beef.
It was
so-
a huge fight.
Jazzy obviously like
Took her boyfriend.
took her boyfriend's side and was like, I'm gonna stand by
Love
my
him.
man's.
As she
And
should.
we stood
even
by
with
our
her.
friend
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like
He kind of came and like hit him.
we felt like Jazzy's boyfriend was in the wrong
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
hitting him, so we kind of stood beside our friend.
Yeah.
And then I think that kind of left like a bitter taste in Jazzy's mouth. Like, why would you guys like
Yeah.
not be on my
I
side?
think I was just so small that I was like,
Yeah.
when you have your first boyfriend, that was my first boyfriend. So I was
Yeah.
like, that's my husband.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think, like, I was like,
Yeah. So then that kind of like tore us apart pretty bad. Like we
Yeah.
didn't speak at all.
but it wasn't
I
for that
remember.
long.
It wasn't
no.
long.
I think it just seemed long then.
Yeah. And I remember like and lunch, like me and Diana would just walk around like the building, and then you were in the building too.
What
and I
building?
remember like we wanted to speak to you
Yeah,
so
we
bad.
did.
Like literally so badly.
Oh,
I don't
my
know.
lockers were in the art
I
building.
think we were just like in the like I don't know, like the 800 building or something, whatever. You just made that up.
building.
And I was like, I told Diana, I was like, okay, like say something, and she didn't want to, and I wasn't gonna say anything. So we passed by her, and she smiled. Remember? Do you remember
yeah,
that?
I kinda
I-
remember.
you were wearing.
forgot
I remember
about that.
vividly, like you
I
were
had
wearing
forgot
white
about
jeans. And you smiled like you wanted to laugh, and we smiled like we wanted to laugh.
That's kind of funny.
And I remember thinking like, okay, she's like not that mad.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, okay, we could totally talk to her now because like that kind of gave me confirmation.
No.
Yeah, I remember you
I
like
had
kind of
forgot
like
about that completely.
like one of those, and I
Funny
was like,
looking.
okay, we're fine. And then shortly after that, I remember we talked again.
Yeah.
I don't know who reached out to who first. I
Yeah,
really
I
don't
don't
remember, but I just know we spoke.
Yeah.
And then after that, we became super close,
Mhm. And that's when all this started.
and then we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even now, I feel like sometimes we venture off a little bit. We separate, but we always know. I mean, now we're older. Now we just
Yeah.
know we're really good friends. Even if I don't talk to Diana that much, or I don't talk to Jazzy for like a week or whatever it is, we just know we're really close, and we don't have to talk consistently to know that we're really close friends.
I know.
So I think
that's true.
they're always going to be a part of my life. But even if we don't speak all the time, like when we were
Yeah.
small, like when we were small, we were super obsessed
Yeah.
with each
Every
other.
day after school.
But now it's like we kind of take our space. I mean, it just happens.
Well,
I
now
think
we have
it's not-
stuff to do.
Yeah, we're adults. We have
Yeah.
to pay bills.
I know.
And go to work and shit.
No, literally. I mean, Speaking about work,
Oh,
what do you guys do for a living?
I just look cute.
True, me too.
I don't
She
work.
just exists.
No, I mean, even in work, we've taken very different life paths
Yeah.
regarding towards work. And I mean, that's kind of, I feel like we struggled, I guess, a little bit there because I think coming out of high school, obviously recently, like after high school, we took like a year and then we started stripping, like
No.
maybe a year or two.
Yeah, because we graduated when we were 17. So
Yeah.
I think a year.
And like, I guess from high school, we were like kind of planning everything
To
together, I
eventually,
think.
oh, to be
And then when something didn't, like when, you know, that thing couldn't go all together, it was kind of like,
what thing? Yeah, I'm kidding.
like, okay, so I think after high school, I kind of knew in my head already, like I was going to start shipping. Like I kind of already knew, right?
Yeah.
And so I think I really pulled Jazzy on that boat with me. Like, you have to do this with me. But obviously Diana was in that boat too. But I think Diana just was like, I can't take that route right now.
Yeah,
it wasn't her time.
No.
Oh,
So I think that kind of made us obviously separate a little bit more.
After
like if
high
we were,
school, for a little bit.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
like it was kind of like, okay, now we're for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and then me and Jazz even didn't talk for a while after high school. Was it after high school or during? No, it was after. Like senior year? No. It was after high school.
It was like when you were dating Tom man,
Who's to say? Mikey?
Mikey.
It was after I dated Mikey and during I was dating Mikey and I didn't talk to Diana or you because I was just so obsessed in like relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I feel like a lot of girls commit that. I just feel like I committed it a little bit more later on because I never had a high school boyfriend. So when I did finally get a boyfriend, I was very obsessed.
But then there's no age for that.
Our boyfriends didn't like each other too.
I mean, but now though, I don't think I do that. Like get so obsessed with a boy, I can't do that anymore.
No.
Me
I feel
neither.
like now we know.
Well,
But
yeah.
it always happens.
Yes and no.
Well, yeah.
I know
I don't
someone.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
See, I
Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Can't speak on that.
Yeah, but I think I would recognize that I'm more obsessed now.
Yeah.
But she had a boyfriend and I had a boyfriend, and then we just kind of didn't speak. And then Diana, did you have a boyfriend?
Yeah. I had a boyfriend kind of for a while.
Yeah, and then she had a boy. So we just all had boyfriends.
Oh, I hate that. And then
But
you
it was
have to
also
separate.
not a long time. Like
No,
it was like 3 months.
it felt like a long time though for me.
Yeah, it was like 3 months.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what happened. I don't even remember what it was.
I think it was the
Yeah.
boyfriends. I remember it was like, it was like the boyfriends. I remember
It's
that's
been a
what it
long
was.
time. You can speak on it.
Wait, what was it?
I don't know though. I don't know, but like
No,
I feel like you're not trying to say it.
no,
No, I genuinely don't
Genuinely
remember.
know.
No.
No, I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
why.
I
why
think we
stopped
just stopped speaking because like my ex wasn't even in the. He wasn't
Why
in the
did we
area.
stop speaking?
I don't know.
Maybe
I
just
don't-
like separation.
Maybe we got in a fight and then we just didn't speak after that. I think we got in a fight for the fight was
Something
probably
stupid.
dumb.
But I don't even remember what it was. That's.
Me
I
neither.
feel like I would remember if I was that upset.
I mean, we had to get super mad at each. You know what I think it was?
That
We were
Mikey-
yelling at each other one time. I remember we really disagreed on
the boyfriends.
like topics. Like we disagreed on who should pay bills. And I remember that day we got in a huge fight.
Oh, that day?
I think it was.
No, I don't think so.
I remember you were yelling. You were yelling at me. And I started crying to my mom that day. And I was like, oh my God, Jazzy was yelling at me because we were just disagreeing. We were just having an argumentative convo.
I think it's because since we have so many, we think the same thing on so many things. When we disagree, we really want to make the other person like think this. But
Yeah.
then now I'm older, I'm like, okay, not everyone is gonna agree with me on every topic. Like it's healthy to have different opinions. But when we were small, we wanted to make each other like agree.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that. I didn't even remember about that.
Because I remember that being like one of the biggest fights, I think.
Maybe it was. And since we had a boyfriend,
Do you remember? It was at my house.
I don't remember the fight. I remember the conversation, but I don't remember me getting upset or you getting upset. I just remember having it, and then we talked about it later when I wanted to break up with my, because we were friends again, and then we talked about it again, and then you were like, break up with him.
Maybe you mean.
We broke up with him, and whatever.
Yeah, and then did I break up with him first, and then I kind of convinced you to break up with yours,
Of course.
Um,
Probably.
or was I like I'm trying to break up with him too?
I broke up with mine first.
Oh, and then that kind
You-
of convinced me.
And then you broke up with the one.
Yeah, I mean, if I see, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I see her doing something, I'm probably gonna do it too. Like,
Yeah.
if I think it's a good idea, like if I was already kind of thinking the same thing, you know, obviously not in like a bad situation. Like if she goes robs a bank, maybe I will too. I don't know.
FOMO.
I get
She wants to be a part of
whatever
it.
it is.
Yeah.
Like if
FOMO
she
being
murders
single.
someone,
And FOMO.
then I'll be like,
That's
I guess it's not that bad. No, but she was single, so I was like, I ain't gonna be single. And that even happened with quitting our first job, or no, our second job.
Oh yeah, we
She
worked.
quit,
We had the same job.
And I was like, I have to quit, so I did.
I remember.
Like the next day.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've gone through a lot of ups and downs in our friendship. Even still now to this
Yeah.
day, it's like stressful. But now I just kind of see both of them as like something that's just part of my life.
Me too.
And so I can't imagine my life not seeing them. So then I'm like, okay, they really frustrate me, like really bad sometimes. But it's like everything. Literally, like my mom, I got in a fight with my mom today. Like everyone frustrates me.
Yeah.
There's not one person on this planet who frustrates me, but that's something I need to work on.
Yeah.
Now, with years, I've like seen that if I get frustrated by either of them, that's not on them. It's like it's on me. I get frustrated easily, and I should like work on that. But I feel like before, it was like either our way or the highway. And we didn't care.
Yeah.
When we were small, like, we were very opinionated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still very opinionated even as an adult. But I feel like
But we're getting
going
better.
to therapy, and I feel like even though like sometimes I think certain things, I feel like I'm open and I can stand by my like choices without being so harsh. And you know, like I can think whatever I think, but I don't lash out on people. Like I just gradually say it. I'm like, okay, like we can move on to the next thing. It doesn't have to be a huge thing.
I feel like maybe that's why we got a little bit frustrated with Diana for a little bit. Because we were like, we want her to think like us, and like we want her to dance, and we want her to do this and this and this. And like she, like obviously she didn't want to, or like at least not at the time. And then we're so like pushy sometimes that it can get on people's nerves. And I'm trying to acknowledge that now and like really work on that, because I know how frustrating it could be to really keep telling someone like, do this, do this, do this, and then that person isn't going to want to tell you things anymore because they're going to be scared that you're going to get mad. And I don't want to be that like not safe space for someone that they feel like they can't tell me something. Like if Dana wants to tell us like stripping is fucking horrible, I fucking hate it, and then she shouldn't be scared to tell us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but we're working on it, and as we get older, we're becoming more woke, and we go to therapy, like Jazzy said. So we're getting better.
Dad just started going to therapy.
Oh yeah.
Claps.
I did. I
That's-
just started.
That's amazing. I need to start going to therapy. Well, I do have a therapist, but I cut her off. Did I say that?
Oh really? Why? Sometimes they just don't fit. Like the first time I ever
just
had
didn't
one, I didn't
fit.
like her.
Yeah, come on up.
So then I just was like,
Like I know I need therapy, but I just know I don't need her anymore.
yeah.
Like that specific lady. She just like, I feel like she would judge me, but see, that's a personal problem. So I don't know, but I feel like she would judge me. But
I
that's,
mean, even though they're supposed to be like neutral, they still have their own personalities.
Yeah.
So it's okay
Yeah.
that they don't fit.
I just think I need to look for another one. I've been
Yeah.
meaning to, but I haven't. And I feel like that's why I've been kind of like more weird lately. I don't know. I always blame it on that. I'm like, it's 'cause I don't have. But I'm gonna get one, I promise.
How do
Just
you even
so I know.
find one? Because my mom recommended me mine.
Does yours speak Spanish?
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
See, I
It's
had
kind
one
of
that spoke
hard.
Spanish before, and I can't relate.
It's
we did go to
Is
one.
she in
that's
TJ?
It's a guy,
Oh, is he in
Yeah.
TJ? I've
Yeah,
gone
he
to one
is.
in TJ too.
Yeah.
but I just do it on video.
Oh,
Didn't
okay,
we
that's
go to
not
one?
that bad.
we went to one.
But it is hard to express yourself in Spanish.
Yeah, and then I've gotten a guy in Spanish.
The one in
Remember,
Rosarito, yeah.
we went to
I
him.
didn't like him. I kept lying.
I didn't like it
I've
either.
lied. I lied to my first. Yeah, that's how you know that they don't fit.
I know.
I don't lie now, but since I leave things out, because I feel like if I say it, she's gonna think I'm insane. I'm like, you're gonna think I'm insane.
Sometimes I have too much to say that I like.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know, before you go in, you're like, oh my God, I have nothing to say. And then you start talking,
And
you're
then
like,
it's,
oh my God. It's kind of like a shower. You don't want to take it, but then once you
Oh
start
my
taking
God,
it, it feels
it's
good.
like 10 hours in there. Yeah.
But
True.
I mean, that's how it is with everything, even on the pod. It's like at first we're like, oh my God, we never know what to talk about.
We were.
And we
right
start
now.
blabbering.
Mm-hmm.
We're already like halfway through and we're not done speaking. We still have a lot to talk about. But I mean, yeah. Go to therapy if you're not already.
Yeah.
This is just an advice. I'm not going to give anyone advice.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was watching Sadhguru for like hours
I saw that.
and he was saying how he doesn't give anyone advice and he doesn't take any advice. I was like, you know what? True.
Word to Drake. No advice is great advice.
No advice is great advice, and I'm not taking any advice
I guess that's true.
in the most respectful way possible.
I agree with that.
But
Then
thank you for
can't
the
be no
advice.
yeah. Then you can't be responsible.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
I mean,
I guess that's true because no one really knows.
about what?
Like, if you're asking someone for like advice, they could just be saying anything. You don't know. It's like
Yeah, true. So, because sometimes I be saying anything.
exactly.
I'd be saying anything.
So I'm like,
Huh.
was that even a good idea?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
true.
need to stay true to yourself and your, because everyone has their own morals and their own like things that
Mhm.
are okay for them that might not be okay for everyone. I feel like
Mhm.
if they don't align, like don't ask me, and you know, like don't ask me if we don't agree on it, or
That's
talk
true.
about the weather.
That's why the therapy is good
Yeah.
because they're neutral.
Yeah,
So
Mhm.
then they don't really know you, and you can just speak.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and it makes you more like your mind more not like independent, but I feel like it makes you more confident in your own choices. I feel like when I went to therapy, I was more confident in my choices, and I didn't have to overthink things. Someone like, oh my god, is this the right thing? Like, okay, this is how I feel, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna overthink what people think, or I'm just gonna go with what I feel, you know. And I feel like before I couldn't do that. I would like do something, and like I wouldn't even do what I wanted to do, or I would take me years to do something because I kept thinking and thinking and thinking, instead of just like, okay, I can do this, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting better, easier.
Yeah, and I feel like therapy is really teaching us to set boundaries. No,
Oh yeah.
like I feel like I speaking for myself, I was about to say we, but I'm really bad at boundary setting, like freaking
too.
horrible. And then I get frustrated with the other person. I like to blame other people for like my mistakes, and then I'm like, oh my god, like, but that's my fault because I couldn't set a boundary. You know what I mean? And then I know I get mad at the other person. It wasn't even their fault. So thank therapy for that. Because I wouldn't even know what boundaries are if I never went to therapy.
That's true. I didn't know what they were before, and then
Me
you just
neither.
feel frustrated. You don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
You're just mad all the time.
Yeah. Not
so
setting
unhealthy.
boundaries. And like setting boundaries is literally just communicating.
Yeah.
Like if you communicate, like
Yeah.
everything would be fine.
I think it's how we grew up. I think that a lot, like they say 5% of like Americans didn't grow up in a good household. So I think if you weren't able to communicate when you were small, as an adult, you're just reteaching yourself, okay, I'm going to say how I feel, and no one's going to hate me for doing it. And when you're adult, you're like teaching, because you have to, or else you can't live your life. You can't do the things you need to do. And you like, oh my God.
I
It's
know.
fresh. And it hurts you as an adult more. Because as a child, you don't really have anything you need to do. When you're an adult, you have things you need to do. You can't be like living for other people, you know? And I feel like it's really hard. It's honestly really hard.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're getting better. And every day we're progressing a little bit. I mean, sometimes it could feel like stagnant. Yeah. And then whenever I get really angry or like really, really frustrated, I'm like, oh my God, I'm the same person I was. Like, I'm not getting better. Like, I'm still angry all the time. Because I feel like I suffer, I mean, it probably doesn't show on camera, but I suffer a lot from anger issues. Like, no one knows, but as a kid, like, this is a really top secret I'm about to say. As a kid, I would like hit walls and like punch myself in the face. I'm telling you, crazy anger issues.
Me too.
And I know that's probably some not punch myself in the face, but like hit my like legs, like punch my body, like pull my hair out because I was so mad, and I still deal with that today. Like I don't hurt myself anymore, but like when I was a kid, I would hurt myself. Now I just kind of like have to squeeze something or like, and then it just feels like my anger gets out of control. So I think that's something I've gotten way better.
Well, as long as I think like recognizing it and knowing that it's a problem is already a big step.
Yeah.
Because you know that there's something that you need to work on.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, like weirdo. And then I watch like TikToks because at least people relate. Like I was watching this TikTok saying like how like someone would do the same when they were kids, like when they would get really mad and then they would like start pulling their hair, like scratching their face. I would scratch my face too. And like they were talking about it and I felt so much better. I was like, okay, at least I'm not like super weird. But
Insane.
Yeah.
before I wouldn't say it because I felt like, oh my God, that's something an insane person would do. And maybe yes, but like at least I acknowledge it now, and that's the first step to recovery.
That is true. And it comes from something for sure. Like
Which was weird because I was never hit. So I'm like, why do I feel? And then every time I get mad, I feel like hitting something. But I wasn't abused.
Well, you know, a lot of the times like your brain truly blocks out like really traumatic.
You think
stuff.
so? You think I was abused?
I don't think maybe you were abused, but maybe something that
Us
made you really
dissecting.
mad when you were younger or something.
I don't
That
know.
you don't even know.
I think maybe you didn't have control. You didn't have control in those situations, so you didn't. Maybe you weren't allowed to speak, so you were like, "Oh, I want to scream," and then now you realize you're an adult, so you realize I'm not gonna hit myself, but you don't know how to like. Okay, sometimes it's okay to say I need to go outside and take a breath, but if you don't know how to do that, like it's weird to just be like, okay, I don't feel comfortable right now. Like this conversation needs to end, or I need to remove myself. And I think that's normal. I think that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what I know. It comes from childhood. It's something like either something traumatic that subconscious I don't remember, but like it's there. I was never into like cutting though.
Oh no, I try to get into it. Is that kind of weird? Because I saw it on time. No, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. This is trigger warning. I'm so sorry for anyone that ever suffered from self harm. I would see it on Tumblr, and I was like,
you thought it looked good.
You guys don't have. I haven't. You know how you have intrusive thoughts. I have intrusive thoughts, and I was like, maybe I want to cut. And like I tried doing it, but I was like, this really hurts. It was amazing. But
I don't think did I try? I don't know. I think it just hurt too much. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't like blood.
At least it was like the punching. I mean, that was when I was really small, but like it wouldn't hurt me because I would feel so much anger that like it didn't hurt. But I just wanted to cut just to see, and then it hurt.
I did try it once, and I was like, no, this is not it. This is not it. I'd rather go scream.
I know, but I mean, it's weird how as little kids like we're kind of odd and we do weird stuff.
Yeah, well, I was watching this thing that the teenage brain is like
kids are weird,
yeah.
huh?
What would it say?
Like when you're like going through like those ages that your brain is like acting all crazy. So there's a reason why like teenagers are like wild
I
or
wonder
whatever.
like if I ever have a kid and then they start doing some weird stuff like that, like how do I approach that? That's how I know I'm not ready to be a parent.
I always think that too.
Like I'm like I still have so much work to do because I wouldn't even know how to handle that situation. I would be like, what do you do?
Yeah. Or I feel like I still have judgmental like patterns, and I don't want my child to come to me and tell me like, oh, I'm into this, and me be like I want to be excited, you know, because sometimes I feel like I can't be excited about things because I have so many like turmoils in my own head, and I want to fix that. So when my children tell me like, oh, I'm into like knitting, and I can be like, that's great. It's an awesome, even though I don't want him to do knitting, but I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I feel like you get that later on. Like as you slowly work through yourself, you know?
Yeah. But thank God we're not pregnant or planning to.
No.
Because I could not raise a baby right now.
Oh my God, I don't even
No.
feed myself.
Yeah, no.
I think our light went out. It's okay though.
Jenna has dogs though, and you always take care of your dogs. So
But it's still hard. Like taking care of dogs. I mean, you have like 7 cats.
I have like 5 cats literally. Even with I don't abuse my cats, but like even with my cat,
Trigger warning.
trigger warning. No, I get really angry with my cat sometimes because my cat has a pooping problem and he poops on the bed, and I get so angry, and I have to, like I'm like, and I can feel like my blood boiling and but obviously I would never hit my cat, and I love my cat, so they're really teaching me how to like be more calm because like. Obviously, I'm not going to hit my cat. And I would never do that. I only do it to myself because myself is like, maybe I have anger towards myself. I don't know. So it's like weird. But my cats have really helped me with patience. That is a huge patience lesson because I come home to poop on my bed almost every single day. And I have to wash my sheets all the freaking time. And like, he's teaching me how to just be a patient mommy. Like, I have to just deal with that.
But I mean, are you like just gonna keep letting it, or how do you even train them? I don't know.
I'm trying. So it's you can't train a cat to go in the litter. He used to go in the litter box. Now,
oh, they're supposed to do it on their own.
I think I moved furniture around or something, and he didn't like it, or it's like I looked it up. It's like weird stuff like that. It's like either he doesn't like the apartment in general, or he doesn't like the litter box. So I'm like trying to do different.
Or maybe because you brought a lot of cats.
Or he doesn't like the cats that are there, the new cat. It's making him uncomfortable. So that's why they do stuff like that. But I mean, can't get rid of the other cats. So
you're gonna keep them?
I don't know.
How many cats is it? 5?
4.
4 cats. And then how many dogs? Just one?
1.
That's a lot.
Honestly, that's a lot.
Wait, you can have
No,
that many pets
I mean,
in your apartment?
No, they don't even know. No, I mean, it wasn't my choice to bring these pets my mom lives with me right now because of some personal situation, but she really feels bad for kitties. Like, she loves animals. Like, she's obsessed with animals. So she just brought them one day randomly because they were on the road.
Oh, she's a good woman.
Or they were like in the streets or something, and she brought them. I was upset, not gonna lie. And I love animals too, but I just can't take care of 4 cats. I mean, she cleans them and feeds them and everything, but like, I really think we should find a good home for them.
When we post on Instagram,
Yeah.
who wants some cats?
Are you gonna separate them though?
The twins,
Or
are
you're gonna say like they have to be together?
They're twins. I was trying to make Jazzy take one.
Okay, well, we were planning on getting, when we get the new home, I'll take the twins in my area, but I can't take 3.
The twins are still gonna be.
Well, if it's
gonna have 4
well,
cats.
you know what I think? You know what? Well, for me, why I can't have animals is because I don't like smells a lot, like poop smells, and I feel like since your apartment, like,
it's pretty small.
Doesn't have that many windows to think about it, so I feel like it starts smelling, and I feel like if it was bigger, the cats could roam around and it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
But since it's small, that's what's wrong about it. So I was like, okay, I'll take the cats into my area.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
but then there's another little kitty too. That's your kitty. So I guess you would have 2 cats.
I have 2 OG cats that I wanted for myself. Like, I adopted, and those cats
the doggy. But the doggy, she doesn't do much. She's like chilling.
The dog, she's super chill. Like, she literally doesn't even walk. Well, that sounds really bad, but like, she's so chill.
She doesn't walk.
She hates walks outside.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything. She's
really?
just like,
Weren't you walking her the other day?
Yeah, I had to force her.
Oh,
Like,
was so
she needs
tired.
exercise.
she was like,
But that's my mom's dog. Like, it's not even my dog. I mean, she brought the animal.
Oh, so she's only there while your mom's living with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
we don't. I feel like we don't really like dogs that much because we used to have a dog and we gave it away.
It's just
Randall?
No, you don't know about our blue dog, the one we dyed blue.
Oh,
We had a dog.
Wasn't he Pablo?
Well, Sarah convinced me to get it, and I was like, I don't think so. But I was like, whatever. I mean, he's kind of cute.
he was super
But
cute.
he would destroy our house. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. We're not clean. Like, from scale from like clean to dirty, I'm not clean. I'm not even semi-clean. So when we put 2 people that are not very clean and a dog, yeah.
Yeah. He would like grab our toilet paper and make it into like a million pieces. Like, we couldn't even have toilet paper because like he would just make it into a million pieces. And then he would grab our underwear.
It's because dogs you have to train. They're not like cats.
And we wanted it to already be trained like the cats because the cats are so easy to train.
Yeah. And then you know what really made me want to give him away, like the doggy? He's in a very great home, by the way. He lives with my aunt now, and he has a beautiful backyard. He's
Brothers.
fine. But he started fighting with my cat.
Oh yeah, they would get into like scuffles.
Yeah, they were really good friends, and then one day they just like got beef.
That is true. I forgot about that. And then her cat would hide, and we couldn't be able to find him for one time.
My cat
I remember
has
that.
like really bad anxiety.
Still, no?
The one who poops on the bed.
Yeah.
That's why he does it too. He's always had a really bad anxiety.
Yeah, he's just
Like crazy bad.
He would like run away from
he
me.
has trauma. He has unresolved trauma.
He has childhood trauma, you guys. Like, for sure. And that's why I feel so bad for him, and I love him so much. And even when he poops on the bed, I'm like, oh. Like, if anything, like, I want to give him a hug. Because I'm like, I know how you probably felt so...
He probably has
You have
anxiety.
It doesn't want to poop on the bed. But
Yeah.
like sometimes like you're... Yeah. Dogs
He's just so
Pets
anxious.
are just like that, yeah.
Yeah. That's why that tree thing, when you're like scare him with the tree, like he's gonna die. If I scare him, I can't scare him with the tree. But yeah, that's my child. No, my little special needs child. He's like special needs because he really needs a lot of love and like special care. He just has so much anxiety. He reminds me of myself.
Well, didn't you spray them with anxiety spray?
Yeah. Well, not in yeah, like catnip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Really?
Mm-mm. If anything, he hates it. He's like, so. But yeah, no children for us again.
Yeah.
No real children.
No,
because we can't even see like
the pets.
I gave away my cat. Remember?
Yeah,
well,
you had a cat.
I gave it away to my dad because I feel like when I'm very dirty and like I can't clean stuff, and it would get me really sad that I couldn't clean his bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? He's not in a good home right now, and I'm practicing right now how to be more clean. And it's like, bye.
Yeah. No, your house looked good this time. Remember, I told you there was not that much stuff on the floor.
Anna made me watch Hoarders because she says that she believes that I'm starting to hoard.
You could get there eventually
Yeah.
without even noticing.
I honestly think that
Without
I am
even
a
noticing.
hoarder. I have shopping issues. I've noticed. I went shopping today. I went shopping yesterday. I have shopping issues, and so my cat just couldn't even roam freely because I would get mad at him for scratching my Fashion Nova clothes. But it's not his fault. Why did I put it on the floor? So I gave it to my dad for a while. Like I was like, me voy a ir, like cuídamelo, and then I just never went to go get him.
Oh, when you went to Guadalajara.
And my dad changed his name. Like he changed his name, got him spayed.
What's his
and
name?
Simba.
Oh yeah.
It's a cute
really-
name.
Yeah. So
It
he's in a
fits
better
better.
home. And my dad loves a cat, and I think he thinks that I'm the cat. So he'll call me, he'll be like, only call me on FaceTime so I can show you the cat. So I'm like, I mean,
Yeah, no, he does love the cat.
Aw.
yeah. My dad lives
And
alone, so I
Yeah,
guess
it's
good for
better.
him. Yeah.
I think your dad deserved the cat.
And he said he's so happy because he didn't fuck with cats before, and now he's like, amo mi gato.
Cause honestly, like cats are lit. Like
Yeah.
dogs were it before, but now it's cats.
Yeah,
Like,
cats is the new way.
Diana, you should get a cat.
It's because when you told me if I had to take both, I can't take both.
Okay, why don't you take a twin, and I'll take the twin, and we can like
Yeah.
have a day where
I
we all
can't take one. I can take Mwabiri.
Okay, take Mobby. We named the cats the Murillo twins because they're so cute.
Okay. Oh my god, this is funny. So we named the cats Brianna and Brittany
Because there was like the twins.
because they're twins, and we love the twins,
Yeah.
like the real twins, Brianna and Brittany, and we always watch them. They
Yeah.
remind
We-
them of us, and
we-
they're really cute kitties.
Yeah, and we always like everyone in twins. Like her mom and her mom were like the twins. We're the twins. Like we love twins. So
Yeah.
But if you take, I'll take Brit and you can take Brie, I guess. We don't even know who we're talking about. We're like,
I
Mom,
know.
Brit.
No,
What
the
cat?
one has a cracked tail, so that's how we tell them apart.
Oh, I guess I'm taking that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, her mom named them.
My
Giselle
mom named
and
us
Sarah.
Giselle and Sarah.
I guess I'll take Giselle.
I will take Sarah.
Yeah.
What are their signs before you give them to me?
I think one's an Aries mine. She's
Well, if one's an Aries or both Aries, they're twins.
She said one's an Aries.
But yeah, they're crazy.
they're just so cute.
They're super cute.
Yeah, they are. They're really small.
Oh, they just don't let me sleep.
That's okay.
What do you
Honestly, that's why I honestly wanted to get rid of my cat every morning at 6 a.m. after I got home from the club at 3:30.
Aw.
He would start doing stuff like.
Like doing like this, huh?
I'm like, stop waking me up.
that's
I'm really
really
tired. And I
sweet.
would be like, okay, look, I'm going to bring you in the room and you need to stop. And he wouldn't. I had to kick him out of the room because take him to the side because he wouldn't stop, bro. I would get so frustrated.
Well, what do
with
they
him.
want? Like attention?
They just want
so it's
attention.
like- And I told
Just want love.
yeah.
Oh, that's
And then they'll start kneading at you. Like in the night, they're like for hours, and all I hear in the night is like.
They like want them to give you a massage.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
But you know what it means? Is that they think that you're their mom.
oh.
It's kind of cute.
And then yours, because I took care of her cat for a little bit. When you left, I think when you got your surgery,
Oh.
I took care of your cat, and then he would like put his face in pillows. And,
Yeah.
like,
You know that? That's them doing that.
yeah.
And then he licks the, and he and my dad.
And he
says-
would like chew on it like a.
My dad says that he can only sleep like that.
Really?
Oh, your cat was sweet.
I think you know what I think it is that they get taken from their mom too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your kitten was tiny. The twins were
The
tiny.
twins are tiny.
The twins are
Yeah, and then mine was like a what's it called when they like los cruzan? It's like
Like mixed breed.
he was like a those cats that they like breed.
mixed?
Like mixed girl.
exotic.
He was like breaded, like bread. So
He
I
was bred.
crumbs. He was bred, so I think that like maybe he was with a lot of cats. So I'm thinking, and then he went by himself at the house. He probably like bye.
True.
And I am never home. I'm like Aijena, so I feel like he's better off with my dad, who goes home.
Yeah. So that was a lot of cat talk. You can tell we love cats.
That was
And
a
then
lot
we
of cat talk.
I like we like want to get away from the cat topic, and then we go back to talking. Whatever.
Or
If you have cats, you know.
Yeah, if you have a cat, cats are it. Honestly, I didn't like cats. Me still talking about cats. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say about cats. I didn't like cats either. And when Sarah caught a cat, I was like, because I live with her, so I'm gonna have to deal with the cat too. And then one time she lost the cat, and she still was dating her. She had her mans back then. She was freaking out, and I was like, should I be happy or sad? I was like, and I felt so bad for her. I was like, so then I
I
started
was
loving the
crying.
cat. But honestly, before I didn't like cats, and she knew
Yeah.
I didn't like the cat because it would attack me. But I was like,
It never attacked anyone.
it never attacked me, but it had really bad anxiety.
It's because he has anxiety, but he would never attack anyone.
No,
He was just
would,
scared.
He
Yeah,
would just
no,
like
he wouldn't
hide. And then one time I had to take care of him, and he came on my shoulder, and I was
He
like,
what?
he came on my shoulder, and I was like, oh, he has a personality. So then I like fuck with him, and I we had to help her find the cat, And since I had a mess,
Oh, she found my cat.
we had a mess in our third room, like of boxes. He was just hiding in the box. So I was like,
he was lost in the house.
yeah. Sarah was crying because she thought it was gone. She was like, and since she has anxiety, she was like, he probably is so scared, like he's gone. But we found him. He was just chilling.
Yeah, because I could only imagine how he felt outside.
Yeah,
like he's an indoor cat, and he has obviously horrible anxiety. So I was like, oh my god, he's probably like.
Then I started
freaking
liking
out.
cats, and they were like, get a cat, and I was like, fine, I'll get a cat.
I kind of want one now.
Donna, the twins.
The twins,
One
and
of
she's
the
great.
twins.
She's cute.
I can take one.
Okay,
I would take one.
I guess like we can have a day where we take like the cats together.
Just try it out, test her.
Two cats go on walks. Mine goes on walks.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't even have it. Wait, you
my
want
dad takes
another
it.
cat?
I'm gonna get the cat. Well, you take the mama Brit, and then we're gonna have a moving situation, and then I'm gonna take the cat.
Yeah.
Because my house is so dirty. I literally, I don't know why I feel bad for the cat. I think I see myself in the cats. I'm like, my mom when she had her house dirty, so I can't.
I know.
I can't have it there.
So, I think we're coming almost towards the end of the pod because we're about to hit our time. But so should we speak about why Diane is here in the first place?
Oh yeah.
So, back to kind of like when we were talking about how we were really good friends, and then we kind of like separated, and then me and Jazz kind of did our own thing. We were dancing, right? And we were trying to convince Diana this whole time to dance, and she was just like not feeling it, blah blah. So, why do you feel like dancing was just never called you that much? Like for us, it was kind of like we knew. For you, it was like you had to think about it way more.
Yeah, it's just honestly with everything, like everything I do and any decision I make, I think about it super hard, and it just came up on more like negative things, I guess. I was close-minded. I was for sure close-minded about it.
What do you see? Like, I know I still have negative like thoughts about stripping. Like, what are your negative thoughts about stripping? Like, what were you scared of?
It was mostly like that my parents would judge me because I care a lot about my parents' opinion. And I was scared that my parents would judge me or not understand, especially my dad. Because if you know my dad.
Yeah. Well, I know your dad, and he seems like the sweetest person ever. So but of course, one doesn't know your parent. Like, you know them obviously more than I do. I remember like a couple years ago, I seen your dad at a Halloween store. Oh. And he was like helping me shop.
Really?
He's like super nice.
Yeah, he is nice, but he has like really high expectations of me, and he always wanted me to go to college. Always. And I never went, so it just wasn't like, I don't know, I guess I was just scared. Just scared.
And so obviously, if you guys don't know, her parents still don't know 100%, right? They don't know 100%. So she's even kind of scared to do this.
Well, we're not saying that she's a stripper because she's not. She just tried it out.
She's not
with me a couple
we
days.
didn't even say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I tried it.
Eventually. She tried.
I was in a place in my life where I felt like I could try it out.
Yeah. So do you feel like if you told your dad now, like I did it for a little bit and then I just like I'm not a dancer, but like I tried, do you think he would get mad?
I think he would be a little bit disappointed, but I think he would probably get over it eventually.
Yeah. And then don't you feel like if you told him, he would be like, I told you so? Like, I told you it was going to be bad. Like,
yeah. Or, yeah.
Like, I knew that wasn't the path.
Because, like, maybe he'd be supportive, but I really don't know. I really don't know.
It's just the fear, right,
it is the
of
fear.
the unknown. Like, what is he going to say? Yeah. What about your mom?
I think my mom would accept it. Or like, she'd be, like, okay with it.
Do you think they kind of had an idea?
No, I don't think so. Because I didn't do it for long. It was like a week, I would say. And then the week I went for like 3 or 4 days. And it just wasn't.
Only for a little bit.
Yeah.
So do you think you would ever go back?
I think I would. I think if I found myself like over the fear of the judgment, which I'm working on, that's why I'm going to therapy.
Yeah. So do you think if your parents were like, oh, totally, like, Diana, do whatever you want, and your mom was like, do whatever you want, do you think you would try again?
Yeah, I think so. But I feel like I would even like have to just not care about their judgment. I feel like I would have to be regardless of what they say, I want to be confident in it. No. So even if I did it and they judged me, but I was like comfortable with them judging me, then I would do it. But I'm still scared of them judging me. So I have to get over that first, I feel like, before I can do it. But I for sure would, because I feel like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just feel like maybe I thought I was ready or in the right place in my life to do it, but I guess maybe not.
Overstimulated, kind of.
Yeah, I think I maybe like jumped in because I thought I was ready for it, but I don't know.
So what did you work in before you tried dancing?
I worked at Starbucks.
How did you like that job?
At first I liked it. When first graduating high school, I was like, okay, it's cool. But I worked there for too long that after I was like, okay, I'm like overstaying my welcome. I was getting too comfortable there.
Why did you want to quit there? I mean, if you kind of liked it, and the pay isn't bad, huh? And you got like promoted too.
Yeah, I was getting paid like pretty well. Like people, if they work at Starbucks, they know. But it just wasn't for me anymore. Like, and if you just stick to something just because of the pay or because you're comfortable in it, then it's just gonna stay like stagnant, I feel like, in your life. And I feel like that's where I had been for a long time. It was just like in the same spot, and I was like not moving towards anything. So that's why I was like, it's just.
Do you feel like when you started dancing and then you had to go back to Starbucks, it kind of pushed you a little bit to not go back to Starbucks because you realized you couldn't make money, right? Like, or did you already know you were gonna quit?
I already knew I was gonna quit because I didn't like working there anymore at that time. But I did, like, when I went, I was like, dang, like the work I'm doing now is like just so different. But I really don't look down on any type of job. No matter what, like janitor, trash man, whatever. Like I think job is a job. So I still don't. I didn't feel when I was working at Starbucks compared to like the club, I didn't feel like the Starbucks job was any less. I just felt like it's a different job.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm not against it or anything.
What was the most money you ever made dancing?
I only went like probably for like the most I would go for like 3 hours at a time, and I'm like $500.
I mean, 3 hours and $500 in 3 hours.
And she wasn't like me. Like she wasn't trying that hard. Like,
I wasn't trying hard at all.
People would go up to her, right? Someone went up to you at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, where's she at? She'd be gone.
I was
because
shy.
you're a shy person. Right? Do you feel like that has to do a lot with why you weren't comfortable with it too, because of you're shy?
I think so too. I would like being like very comfortable in what I'm doing, and I like being an expert in stuff right away. So also that's my problem. Like when I couldn't get something really fast, like I feel really frustrated and I give up. So I think that also played part of it. But that also has to do within like my inner self, like being more comfortable within myself, I feel like.
So what would you tell yourself, like, to someone who, or to a person that's like in a 9-to-5 right now, but they want to do better, but they're kind of feeling stuck and like, should I dance? Should I not? What would you tell that person? Like, go for it, don't go for it? Because I mean, you went for it and then you kind of went back. So would you tell someone to do it?
Yeah, for sure, go for it, because it was like a cool experience. Like, I mean, it's not compared to anything I've ever done before. So it's like a cool experience. And I learned that it's not for me. And, like, it's okay that some stuff is not for me. And I was scared. I remember I was scared to tell Giselle and Sarah that, like, it wasn't for me, because when you think about it, you think it's an easy job. But it's really not. It's really not.
Yeah. So for someone who would want to be like, oh, I want to start stripping because it's easy money. And, like, I just want to, like, do it. Would you tell them, like, oh, yeah, it's easy? Or would you be like, it's hard?
I would say it's hard, but it kind of depends just on, like, how you feel about yourself, I think. On how, because I didn't think it was, like, hard in the job you're doing, but I thought it was hard with like kind of like the consequences that come with like being there.
Yeah, because I feel like even though you make a lot of money, even though I'm like kind of wild, I feel like when I was talking to one of our old high school friends, he was like, I feel like you're really calm, and I was like, I'm not that. I was like, I'm really calm right now. I was like, I'm calm. I was like, because I had to grow up, and I like feel like I'm kind of like an adult. I was like, I don't feel 21. I feel like 24, but I feel like even though I don't have a 9-to-5 and I didn't have one for a long time, I feel like I understand what you mean, like that you feel like this isn't like an appropriate way to make money, or like you get it right, something like that, or like stigmas, like the stigmas that come with it,
like or just what you feel about yourself. Because I don't know if you guys ever felt, because you guys were comfortable with the job, I don't know if you ever felt like, dang, like I have to do this for money. And
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
and
I know what you mean.
Do you feel like you needed the money or not really?
I feel like not really, but it's for sure help, you know, like, and I feel like it would have really helped me like elevate my life a little bit, or at least just my lifestyle. So that's what I wanted out of it, but I guess just I wasn't in the mindset for it. But I don't look like I don't think it's like, I wouldn't be embarrassed to say that I do it. It would really just be my parents. That's it. But like anybody else, I don't really think I would mind.
Yeah, because that is true. I don't know how it feels to not have a supportive parent. I mean, my dad doesn't know I don't care if he knows or not, but like I just really don't care about his opinion. So like if he says don't, he's not gonna stop me. But my mom, like if she had told me no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you because I don't know. My mom's always supported me in it, and she doesn't care. So I don't know how you would feel. So it's interesting to see how someone with parents that maybe do care more, you know what I mean? Yeah. To see how you feel.
And it's like, part of me does feel like kind of weak for it though, because I'm like, okay, but I'm like my own person and I should be able to like do my own thing.
Well, because
I don't know, I can't,
because
like,
I think a lot of things because you live with your parents, so you don't want to disappoint them, and like you're in their house, so you know what I mean. Yeah. Maybe you feel that pressure, like they still do a lot for you, so you don't want to disappoint people that do a lot for you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's probably,
I can agree with that.
And like for me, I hated living with my mom, and it was because of my stepdad, not much because of my mom. I think maybe if my mom had her own house and like I wouldn't, maybe.
Yeah, same. I feel like even though like my parents didn't know and then later they found out, I feel like it wasn't that bad for me because I had Sarah and her mom was like always been like a second mom to me. So I felt like I had support and I was with Sarah. So I felt like I didn't need my dad anymore. I was like, I have money. I was like, if I worked really hard, I had enough. I had been dancing for a little bit that I could live on my own. So I wasn't scared about the repercussions. And since you kind of know your parents, I was like, if my dad really loves me, I'm sure my dad loves me. I was like, he's going to talk to me eventually. I know he's not going to be able to stay with like not knowing what I'm doing. And now like I say little comments like, oh, my friend from work. And he doesn't really say anything because I feel like it would hurt him more to be not in my life than start commenting. And even my sister was like totally against it. Now she like tells me like, oh, you should do this for your taxes, like little things, because it's just the person I am, and I don't think it makes me a bad person. It's just what I do. So I feel like I understand you. I feel like me too, like my dad, like we never had like a house or anything, and our house was always really small, so I feel like I always kind of outgrow it.
You know what I was gonna bring that up. Like I was always embarrassed in my living situation, like even though with my stepdad, he got my mom a house and stuff like that. I always knew like it's his house, like, and then I wouldn't want to bring people over because I was embarrassed of my stepdad because I thought he was weird. And then I was like, I'm not even trying to bring people over to this house. Like that's just weird. Like I just wanted my own. I craved my own space so much, and I knew the only way I was gonna make that happen was if I danced
fast, right? Fast. Yeah, because we moved out. We had like not like we were millionaires, but we had a decent amount of money for our age. So the fact that we could do it so fast, and we could sit and not go to work and still pay our bills. So I think that we needed that for like our mind, you know, because I feel like also when you have like a kind of like dysfunctional childhood, you never feel like you're safe, you know. And I mean, at least in your house, you grew up in that house, huh?
Yeah, I did. And my parents were like together for a long time.
And then her house is like cute.
We loved her house.
Like you have a cute house, and I mean, like I would have, if I was you, I don't know how you felt, but I would have like never been embarrassed if I had that house growing up.
Well, no, I did have a good childhood. Yeah, my house was always like where you guys would come.
We would go. She was the go-to spot.
She was like the pad. Like that's where you go.
Yeah, and I feel like when you move a lot as a child too, huh? Like you're like, I feel like it does affect you. Like you're like,
no, for sure.
You never know if you're have a home. I mean, it's not like
that's true. Plus, I feel like you guys are also used to being on the move, whereas me, I've been living in the house for so long that like the idea of moving out seems big. It's like seems really big to me.
That's true.
You know?
I never thought about that.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like I've been hopping around since I was a little girl. Yeah, it really has to do with how you grew up, if you can do stripping or not, because it's a hard job. So it's how you grew up.
It's really hard. I can say it's really hard.
And then especially for someone who has lived like kind of a stable life your whole life. I mean, obviously you've gone through really hard things, like personal situations, whether it could be with your family, whatever. But it happened when you were older. So I don't think it affected your child brain that much.
It does have a lot to do with it, because also like my dad's like a business owner. So it's like my opportunities aren't like, I have a lot. Like there's a lot I can do, you know, like so that's why I felt like I have like this option also that I feel like I'm completely putting to the side, because it's like, you know, a family thing, like something I can make bigger.
It's not true. Like you have to do it for money because you don't have any money, you don't have anywhere to go,
exactly, blah, blah, it's like know? Not like
so it wasn't maybe as motivating.
I feel like truly like the only reason it would be for so I could have like a nicer phone, a nicer car, you know, but necessity it's really not.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like I could have like stayed in that position too. But I feel like for me, it was like I had to do something.
But do you feel like so what are your plans? Like, do you feel like maybe one day you want to have a nicer car, a bigger house?
Oh,
like,
is
that
for sure?
Or like, how do you see that coming towards you?
In the next 5 years.
Like in the next 5 years, like, and it's not saying that like stripping will get you that, because even like, yeah, stripping makes you money, but it's not gonna get you like a freaking penthouse. Like maybe, I don't know, if you like manipulate it a certain ways, whatever. But so how do you plan on living like your best life right now? Or is it something, I mean, it's not that you have to have it figured out, I don't know, but like, do you have an idea?
I kind of do. I feel like since that wasn't like for me, I for sure do want like something elevated. I want bigger things for myself. And I was just gonna try to help my dad with he's a business owner. He owns a restaurant. So I just want to help out with that. He's already making it bigger. Like he's getting something next door, like to make it bigger. So like if I could involve myself more, if I could learn from him. My dad knows a lot of stuff about business, and if I could learn something from him, like I even talked to him about if he would like loan me money so I could like open something of my own, like my own thing, and he could help me with it. And he told me like that he would. So something like that, like really taking like this big opportunity that I have like a big mentor.
And then your dad is smart because he's been having that business for a really long time.
Yeah.
And like opening a business is not easy. I know, like even I try to like look into it and I already get tired. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm like, I could help him. Like I see my dad's like tired of working every day, all day. So like I could help and, you know.
So where do you work like now?
That. Oh, I work with my dad. He owns a restaurant. So I'm a server. Not Starbucks no more. So at least it's different. You know, something else. My life is changing a little bit.
Yeah. And I don't want to get it confused. I don't want to sound like Dana grew up spoiled, because you didn't grow up like rich, like as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we weren't.
We don't want to make it sound like she was like, oh, I don't need this. Like, I'm just rich as fuck. Like, no, we all kind of grew up in like the same city, but she just like grew up a little differently.
I think it for sure helped that I had like married parents, because it was like, you know,
not saying that you weren't rich as fuck. I don't know. Maybe your parents are rich as fuck, but like maybe not like in the like millions, multimillionaire.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're all regular people
from
a small city in San Diego. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think our time is kind of coming to an end.
A little bit.
We went past our time a little bit, but that's okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little conversation. We'll definitely see you guys in our next pod. If you guys notice a little logo at the top, we got a little logo. We're just becoming more professional, you guys. As the second goes by, you guys are gonna see.
Am I hearing merch?
Don't even get me started.
Don't even get us started, because that's another topic. But in the next episode, we'll probably be talking about our merch. A little hoodie or something. I don't know.
Sound for the
y'all see the logo.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all your guys' support. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Follow us on IG.
Yeah. And Diana.
And follow Diana. I'll leave it in the description.
I just told you I was Diana. I just started. How fast can you say it?